Let us review some questions from solid state. Let us start with the question number 1 here. For a catalyst, the angle of diffraction theta is 90 degrees and the second order line has a d value of 2.28 angstroms. What is the wavelength of the X-ray used for Bragg's diffraction? Mind you that the formula is n lambda is equal to 2d sine theta. Your job is to find a lambda. So lambda is equal to 2d sine theta by n. If you simplify, straight away you get answer as 2.28 angstroms. Do you remember sine 90 is 1? The cubic unit cell of a metal whose molar mass is 63.55 grams per mole has an edge length of 362 picometers. Its density is given as 8.92 grams per centimeter cube. What is the type of unit cell? You have to use a relation like density is equal to the number of particles in the unit cell Z into molar mass by Avogadro number, and also you should place in denominator A cube where A is the edge length. So density is equal to mass by volume. Here you are considering mass due to all particles of the unit cell, that is Z, which is given by Z into molar mass by Avogadro number, and you are dividing it with volume of the unit cell A cube. Here A is given in 362 picometers. You have to multiply 362 with 10 to the power minus 10 in order to get centimeters. Why to do that? Because the molar mass is given in CGS units, so the edge length should also be taken in CGS units. By multiplying 362 with 10 to the power minus 10, you get centimeters. So if you do this operation, you can arrive at that Z value is equal to 4. If Z is equal to 4, it is a face-centered cube because every face-centered cube has 4 particles. If it is a primitive unit cell, it will have only 1 particle, mind you. So anyway, that's it. The ratio of the anion radius to cation radius of a crystal is 10:9.3. Notice, if you want to know coordination number, you should compare cation ratio with anion. Cation radius by anion radius. In fact, you should see 9.3 by 10. If the cation to anion ratio, radius ratio is more than 0.73, coordination number is 8. So obviously, you know the answer. Notice that r plus by r minus values will give us the coordination number. Coordination number means how many particles are surrounding a particular particle in a solid. If the r plus by r minus is more than 0.73, coordination number is 8. If it is less than 0.73, greater than 0.414, coordination number is 6, so on. This is a straight away assertion reason question. White tin is an example of tetragonal system. True. For a tetragonal system, A is equal to B, not equal to C, alpha, beta, gamma, all are 90. So reason given is wrong, assertion is right, so you should choose third as the option. If the length of the unit cell is 5 angstroms, smallest distance in angstroms between two neighboring metal atoms. Always nearest neighbor distance is given by A by 2, half of the edge length. Or you can say it is equal to 2R. That is a better formula in all cases. Universally, nearest neighbor distance is equal to 2R. Now, when you are talking of here, face-centered cubic lattice in FCC, face diagonal is equal to root 2A. Root 2A is always equal to 4R. Therefore, root 2 into 5 is equal to 4R. You can work out what is 2R. Always 2R is equal to nearest neighbor distance. If you work out, you get answer 3.535. Next question is, the number of octahedral and tetrahedral holes respectively present in hexagonal close pack. Where is hexagonal close packing or cubic close packing? Always the octahedral voids are x, tetrahedral voids will be double to their number 2x. It must be x and 2x. It seems in this book they gave a key mistake. So it should be actually octahedral voids will be, if you are having 100 particles making a lattice, octahedral voids will be 100, tetrahedral voids will be 200. Which of the following elements on doping with germanium takes it a p-type semiconductor? The 14th group elements, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, they have 4 electrons in their valence. If you are adding any impurity of 13th group element which has only 3 electrons, so there is a shortage of 1 electron to make 4 bonds for germanium. That generates a hole, so it is called p-type semiconductor. So germanium or silicon or any 14th group element doped with any 13th group element like aluminum, gallium, indium, that generates a p-type semiconductor. If you dope it with any 15th group element like phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, you will be getting extra electron, that makes n-type semiconductor. These are some questions in this. Now let us go to next page for our review of some more questions. Now here we see, say question number 6, it has a diagram. For this structure given below, the side marked of S is, now in any cubic system, you know, the edge center corresponds to always octahedral void. Octahedral voids are there in edge centers and also in body center. Tetrahedral voids are there in 8 tetrahedral voids are there. You can divide this cube into 8 cubelets. At the center of this 8 cubelets, you can see one tetrahedral void. Total you will have 8 tetrahedral voids in this. Okay, sir? You can always think in any one corner where 4 particles are joining, there you get a tetrahedral void. Okay? You have to join this red circle and white circle with the corner white circle and red circle. If you expand those balls, you will be getting 4 particles touching each other, making a tetrahedral void. So like that, if you construct for every 4 in every corner, in every side, you will be getting 1 tetrahedral void, so total 8. Anyway, if you are looking at question number 7, silica can crystallize as well as amorphous. It can be crystalline as well as amorphous. No, crystalline form is called quartz, tridymite, cristobalite, whereas amorphous forms of silica are called agate, onyx, jasper. So SiO2 has a facility to remain in crystalline form, also in amorphous form. Now he is asking which statements corresponds to the amorphous solid. Obviously amorphous solids cannot be crystalline. They have random arrangement of particles with no specific order, and a crystalline material has a sharp melting point, whereas amorphous materials cannot have. So for amorphous material, 1 and 3 are impossible propositions. So now let us look at next question. Slowly we do what is there. We are looking at question number 8. Lithium selenide can be described as a cubic close packed array of selenide ions with lithium ions in all of the tetrahedral voids. So if you are having selenide ions which are X in number, tetrahedral voids will be 2x. Therefore the formula of this compound must be Li2Se. Let us take one more question. Which is true? Rochelle salt is ferroelectric while lead zirconate is antiferroelectric. This is the electric property not represented properly. You know that sodium potassium tartrate is Rochelle salt. Rochelle salt is antiferroelectric and lead zirconate is ferroelectric is a true proposition. All this nature of materials which is ferroelectric, which is antiferroelectric, which is ferromagnetic, which is antiferromagnetic, that is given in your NCERT book in the last 2 pages. If you are looking at 12th question, edge length of a cubic unit cell is 400 picometers. So what is the phase diagonal? You know, phase diagonal must be equal to what, sir? Phase diagonal of any face centered cube is given by root 2a. Therefore phase diagonal will be equal to root 2 into 400, that is 566. If you look at the 13th question, body diagonal of a cube is 866, its edge length. Body diagonal is always equal to root 3a. Root 3a is equal to 866. Therefore, what is a? Can you find out what is a, sir? If you work out, a value will be equal to nearly 500. So let us take up last question. Let it be some 25 question, okay. In a crystal of an ionic compound, the ions B form the closed packed lattice. Ions C occupy all the tetrahedral voids. It is same as previous question. Answer is A to B. Can you see it? See, in solid state, if you are thoroughly reading the NCERT book and do all the problems given in the NCERT, that's more than enough. There is nothing to feel panic. Umpteen number of YouTube videos are available to give you 3D view of alignment of particles. What you need is patience and practice.